Mike, can you talk about what you thought of the offense's performance generally last week and how you guys can sustain that without the giveaways?
Right, obviously, we were moving the ball, and we've been moving the ball on everyone, and we're excited about that. We got a lot of guys that are trying really hard out there. Now, obviously, that high effort's got to be paired with flawless technique, and that's obviously the focus coming in this week at practice. As you guys kind of saw, a lot more high-stress environment out there in terms of, the false starts and things like that. And, when you're going that hard and you're playing with that much effort, you got to have flawless technique, and you can't be jumpy on the line. So, it's things we're going to work on, and we're excited about it, and we know we can fix it quick. It's an easy fix. It's nothing we haven't done before, and, we're getting to work right now, so we're excited about it.
I think maybe all 5 of you had a false start. I'm not sure, but do you huddle together later as a group and beat each other up, or how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I think all 5 of us had a penalty, and in game you're gonna maybe have 1, 2, hopefully on the O-line, and it's something we can't get down on ourselves about and play scared. We're hoping that it's a quick fix, and we think it is. We think it's just a couple technique things that we saw in the game. That maybe we weren't dialed into at the time, and that will never happen again. So we can promise that this group's working harder than ever to fix those things, and absolutely unacceptable. So it will be corrected.
Is there anything specific you do with Coach Greenwood to correct that sort of thing?
Yeah, a guy's been around that long has always got a couple technique things up his sleeve. So, obviously the high-stress environment, getting a lot of move calls by the D-line and things like that, just to be dialed into our cadence and, dialed into the snap count. And, those are things we're going to do and keep working on the entire year. It's an ongoing process, but we know it can be fixed quick. It's not going to be an ongoing issue. We can fix it right now, so we're excited about that.
Coach Baldwin was talking about how it was kind of a tough emotional loss. What kind of was the mood like after that game?
I think anytime you put that much effort into something over, the course of a week, the course of a year, and you expect to win, as this team's mindset has transitioned into expecting to win, tough road Pac-12 games, it's obviously a disappointing loss. The great thing about this team's mindset is we have the ability to bounce back and the ability to win at any point in the season, no matter what's happening. So it was awesome. Defense is not getting down on us. Obviously, we cost a lot in the game, cost a lot of turnovers and things like that, and that's obviously unacceptable. And that stuff's got to get corrected, and it is getting corrected. And we got a lot of guys that care and that have that effort and energy to fix it now. So we're excited.
Ask Coach Baldwin. Is this a time when the team has to sort of have a feeling of urgency about needing to win the game? He says that's the last thing you need to do. You need to
absolutely
deal with the stress this week in practice and then be relaxed and play loose. What's your thought on all that?
I think into this team, we always have a sense of calm and a sense of urgency at the same time. It's kind of like an offensive mindset. You have to know when to turn it on and be aggressive, and but have a sense of calm and playing within yourselves as you're doing that. I think we do a great job of that. Obviously the older guys, we got some great leaders that keep us calm, and you let the young guys get a little crazy out there and they reel us in. So we're excited about all that stuff, and obviously you have to have a sense of calm. There's no panic among this group or among this team.
You've lost 2 in a row. Is it easier said than done?
I don't think so. I think every week's a new week. You flush it. I think that's a great thing with this coaching staff is there's not carryover week to week. Besides the technique and the corrections that we need to make, it will always be like that in football. But the mindset doesn't carry over. We're still expecting to win this game, expecting to go undefeated from here on out. So trying to get a win this week and not being panicked about it.
Was there anything in particular that stands out to you about kind of UCLA's front seven?
Yeah, they're obviously well coached. They got a great defense coordinator coming from Cal, so we know a lot about him. He's an awesome guy. Obviously a well-coached front, high effort. I don't think their record kind of speaks to the talent that they have on that team. Got a lot of great guys, and we're working for them. We're preparing for them. That's obviously a big rivalry game for us, and as for them, so it's going to be a high-energy game, and we got to be ready for that.
Did Arizona use more false counts than other teams?
What do you mean by that?
The defense when they were trying to draw you off.
Yeah, they stem, kind of like every other team. you know, that's something that we were ready for and we just didn't really execute on, and you know, that won't happen again. You know, we will be ready for it from here on out, and that's a main focus obviously for us this week, putting us in high stress environments and, you know, getting those move calls, getting those jumpy cadences on the defense, because you know, they're allowed to do that. They have the ability to do that. You know, obviously they weren't impersonating a snap count or anything like that. So that's something we got to be ready for, and that's something we got to be dialed into.
Yeah, no. Oh,
That's good. That's good.
Okay, Mike. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll bring you.